2020 was quite the year for many of us. Financially for me, it was big because for one, I bought a house at the beginning of the year when COVID happened in March. I actually went to go visit my family in California and only took a backpack with me, thinking I was only going to be there for a few weeks at the most, and I ended up being there for 6 months. That really taught me how much stuff I actually need, and honestly, the less stuff I had, the less stress I had, and I was able to just really like clear my mind to be able to just like focus on non-material things. So really with less stuff equaling less stress, I wanted to make this video about all of the things that I will not be purchasing in 2021. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne. I post videos every Monday on all things investing and personal finance. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and click the subscribe button below. It is free for you and I would greatly appreciate it. So the first thing is non-quality clothing. Most of my clothes, which are over there, which are in that closet, most of the clothes I have actually got secondhand. I'd say like half of my wardrobe I got secondhand. Even the clothes that I do purchase myself, I always gravitate towards having nicer clothes, higher quality clothes, but having fewer clothes. So I don't feel like I have a ton of clothes, but I do splurge on like a good pair of jeans. I just threw out 2 pairs of jeans that I've had since, one of them I've definitely had since high school and one of them I had since my freshman year of college. And so I just tossed them because they were so worn out and they were expensive when I bought them, but they lasted me so long. And I just purchased a new pair of jeans, these ones right here. They're from Madewell and they were actually like originally $140, but I got them while they were on clearance and then they had a 30% off sale and then I had a gift card. I ended up paying like $45 for them. That's just one way where you can get very quality clothes, get them for like cheap. I spend my money on quality clothing, specifically on like things I'm gonna wear a lot. So my workout clothes I wear every day. So I purchase nice workout clothes because I know I'm going to wear it and I know the wear and tear I put on it is worth it for me. Like jeans I wear a lot, and then also I have like a pretty nice backpack that I wear everywhere. That's like my work bag that I take everywhere with me, and that thing wasn't cheap. I think it was like $200. It's a Nomo London backpack, but it just fits me really well. It doesn't hurt my back and it fits just enough stuff, not too much stuff where my back starts hurting, but it's just like a quality item that I use every day, and so for me it's worth it to spend a little bit more for that. Low quality food. I have never really been one to buy like the cheapest food ever. There are several things in my diet that I don't eat. I don't eat red meat, I don't eat pork. I try to stay away from shellfish because I don't think my body reacts to it very well. So what I do eat, I like to buy very high quality foods. So I value fresh and organic foods. For the year, I want to prioritize eating out less and eating in more, but purchasing like higher quality foods. And on that note, when I do go out to eat, like if it's at a fast casual place, I never buy a drink. I carry this water bottle around with me everywhere I go. Everyone who knows me knows like me and Adrienne's water bottle. Where Adrienne's water bottle is where Adrienne is. Where Adrienne is, Adrienne's water bottle goes. So much so that last year for Halloween, I dressed up as my water bottle, which may seem really weird, but that's just my sense of humor. I always carry a water bottle around with me. It helps for hydration because I work out a lot, and also it cuts down costs. If I'm thirsty, I don't have to buy a water bottle, or if I'm going out to eat, I don't have to purchase a drink there, and I personally prefer water. I should go get my water bottle. I'm gonna go get it. This is my water bottle. Another thing that I don't want to spend money on, which this isn't exactly spending money, this is just controlling how I am in order to prevent me from spending money. And that is to not go to the grocery store when I'm hungry. Because I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but whenever I go to the grocery store and I'm hungry, I want to buy everything because everything looks good. Even food I don't like looks good because I'm so hungry. That's just a tip for you guys. If you find yourself purchasing a lot of food or things that aren't on your list when you go to the grocery store, maybe try going after you eat like a meal because otherwise everything looks good. The next thing is furniture. So as I said before, I purchased my home in September of 2020 and I was actually pretty much able to furnish my entire house for free. Like I haven't really spent any money. I did purchase one thing and it was a bench cushion. I had to get a custom made bench cushion because I literally couldn't find anything that would fit the bench. It's a very large bench. It's very wide. But other than that, I haven't purchased any furniture. I already had my beds. I got the couches for free. I got my coffee table for free, my TV stand. A lot of those things I just got over time. As people knew I was moving into a house, they were like, hey, I have these things, like, do you want them? And so I kind of just like accumulated things, but I didn't just go out and purchase everything really quickly because I feel like if I did, I would have gone for like the cheapest thing and those weren't gonna last. I'm personally not picky about like my furniture. I'm an engineer by education, and so I tend to look at the practicality and the functionality of things as opposed to the aesthetic. So not everything exactly matches, and I'm fine with that. But I really prioritize like finding steals and finding deals over time as opposed to just like getting everything that I possibly need like right now. Home decor. So home decor is something I feel like everybody has an opinion about. I personally hate owning things that don't have any meaning to them. So if you look around my house, pretty much any sort of like decor thing that I have, like artwork or anything, is very meaningful to me. Most of them are from like trips that I've been on or things that I've brought back or things that people have brought back for me. I really just don't like decor to fill a space. And so I don't think I will ever find myself purchasing like a random little knickknack at TJ Maxx. That same thing goes for any sort of seasonal decor, because first of all, my house isn't that big. I don't even know where I would store seasonal decor. I also don't even have normal decor. So why would I have seasonal decor? I don't even have decor for like the whole year. Why would I have decor for like the fall or something? Work clothes. Work clothes is interesting because actually most of the work clothes I got secondhand, but for obvious reasons, everyone is working from home for the most part, and I'm not going into an office. So there is no reason for me to purchase any work clothes. I'm calling this one chemically skincare. So I have like extremely sensitive skin. If I don't use like sensitive body wash, sensitive face wash, sensitive moisturizer, sensitive laundry detergent, like my skin gets like very irritated. It can break out and I get eczema really bad. I have found the things that work for my skin and I just stick to them. I've pretty much tried to get rid of everything like sort of chemically or things that just irritate my skin. For example, the like the St. Ives apricot scrub, things like that. Those just like don't work for my skin. Like I can tell a huge difference when I'm just using like very plain. I love the Burt's Bees sensitive line. I feel like for my skin that tends to be more expensive, but oh my gosh, it makes a world of a difference. And on the same note, chemically house products. For me, that includes air fresheners, cleaning products, laundry detergent, like I said before, and candles, things like that. I'm just like kind of going away from using chemically stuff. Specifically, I just find that it irritates my skin, and I don't know if you guys have ever had like skin issues, but like if your skin is dry or if you have eczema, like it's literally the worst. The next thing is a new iPhone. And so, where's my phone? I said that in another video. Where's my phone? Here's my phone. I have a vintage iPhone 6S. It is the last iPhone that still has a headphone jack, and I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. I have an iPhone 6S and I have no plans to upgrade. I love my 6S. That's all I'm gonna say about that. The next is travel. And so this one is kind of, I wouldn't even say controversial. We're in COVID right now and it's very difficult to travel anyways. I think I've learned over the course of this year, although I did travel, like I still was at home. I think I really started to appreciate just my love for being at home and just being around the people who I love and not always being on the move, because I feel like before then I was just like always trying to see new places and go, and I was just always on the move. I always wanted to go somewhere else, and I've come to a new appreciation of my home and just like being happy here and content, and it's made me very happy this year. Extra makeup. I actually first got into YouTube back in like 2006 when all of the like makeup gurus on YouTube were there. Like I used to watch all of them. I learned like all of my makeup skills from all those YouTubers, and I used to buy all sorts of new makeup. I am pretty sure I still have makeup that I purchased back then now, which I probably should throw out. But when I left to go to California to see my family at the beginning of COVID in March, and my plan was to only be there for a few weeks, I only brought a backpack with me because I only thought I was going to be there for a few weeks. I ended up being there for 6 months, and 6 months of not wearing makeup makes you realize that you really don't need makeup. And now I really only probably wear makeup like once or twice a week, and even then it's very minimal. So I'm not spending like tons and tons of money on makeup like I used to. I probably just buy like some eyeliner, mascara, and some powder maybe. Even like blush. I usually love blush, but every time I put it on, like it just rubs off on my mask. So I'm like, there's no point of this. Alcohol. I've never been a huge drinker, but I really stopped drinking in February of 2020, mostly for like the caloric and nutritional aspect of it. I just work out a lot and I can see the effects that alcohol has on just the progress that I make in the gym. Personally, I would rather eat a brownie than drink a beer. Like I would rather eat a cookie. That speaks to my soul. Cookies and brownies. Brownies with vanilla ice cream. The next one is non-meaningful or gag gifts. So I know like even during the holidays, a lot of people are part of like white elephant gift exchanges or gag gifts or things like that. And I just like have no interest in like any sort of gag gift that just don't have meaning. If you've seen any of my past videos, I can't do non-meaningful gifts. Like almost everything I own has either a true meaning or it's just extremely useful for me. Number 14, and I've talked about this before, getting my hair done. I literally just cut cut my hair like 2 hours ago. I just love switching up my hair. Like I think it's so fun. And I've talked about in the past that my hair is something that I splurge on. I've potentially thought about like just not like doing that as much. I typically like once a year get balayage, and that's very expensive. It's like $250. However, I'm really digging my dark hair right now, and I think it's here to stay for a little bit, but we'll see. That may change next week. The last thing is fancy things that are to impress other people. So there was a time in my life several years ago where I owned like tons and tons and tons of luxury items, really because I wanted people to view me in a certain way, like in a certain light. And I actually really want to make a whole other video of like my whole money story of how I really just used to idolize and prioritize like owning nice items, nice things. I really realized that owning nice things, I just kept wanting more, and I could never like have enough. I always kept wanting like the next best thing. And so when I became a Christian, my desire for that kind of just like vanished. Like I sold most of my like nice luxury items. I had several Louis Vuittons. I had a lot of Tory Burch things, and I sold them all. And not that inherently those things are bad. It was just that I was letting those things own me, and they were controlling my life, and selling them was just like so freeing to me that I was just like letting go things that were holding me back. I feel like specifically there's a story in the Bible. It's Matthew 19. It's the story of the rich and the kingdom of God. There was a man who asked Jesus what good thing he has to do in order to have eternal life, so to go to heaven. And Jesus ended up saying to go sell his possessions and give to the poor, and that he would have all of the treasure in heaven. The man actually left, and he was so sad because he had great wealth. And Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, it is hard for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven." That really convicted me of my own desires to own nice things. Like I said before, like those nice things were owning me. This video was meant to be just a fun video of things I'm not planning on purchasing. Personally, I think that cutting back on like little things that actually doesn't have as big of an impact on your whole financial life as people might think. Like people often say, just cut your latte out or cut this out, and I don't drink coffee anyways. But personally, I think to legitimately save money in your life, there are 3 places where you can cut back on or figure out a cheaper alternative that are extremely effective. The first one being where you live. Definitely don't be house poor or live in a place that's beyond your means. Just if you think about it, if you live in a place that's below your means, you're saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month, and that really adds up, whereas cutting back on lattes every month is not going to be that much. The kind of car you drive, so don't buy or lease a car that is out of your price range. The third is where you get your education. So first of all, seriously consider if college is the right thing for you. Don't just do it because everybody else is doing it. You can also consider trade schools or community colleges. Personally, if I were to do it over again, I would have gone to a community college for my first year and then transferred to the school I went to, which was Virginia Tech. And all of these 3 things would save you over the course of your lifetime, will save you thousands and thousands of dollars. So let me know down in the comments, what is one thing you are not purchasing in 2021? And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down below. And I will catch you guys next Monday. Bye guys. I'm out of breath. My nose. I just spit.